Have I seen the Koopa Lane brain skip? Gene Pool was infected with stupidity. What up, Paladin? What up, Sly? What up, what up? Said boss had to create just a shit on it. They don't even buy it though. That's the crazy thing. They don't buy it. You know, only certain people, which I'm actually surprised because um I thought that their mantra was, non-binary, which I actually give them credit for. That's actually pretty creative. Their mantra was supposed to be non-binary, but some of them still bought the game. And I heard the excuse. One person's excuse was, I bought the game so I can use my own gameplay footage, so nobody can say that I'm using their gameplay and that you can't sue me for using someone else's footage, but yet talking critically about your game. And I'm like, the whole goal was to make sure that this game fails, right? So you are actively contributing to the sales of the game. I'm like, no matter however that you want to spin it, you are contributing to the sales of the game. So that right there, you're being hypocritical. If you're going to stand on a point, then stand on it. But again, people want to quote unquote see for themselves what the game is about just so they can shit on it. You still bought it. You still bought the game. This is how dumb people are, bro. They think that they're smart and they think that they're getting over on people. Nah, I'm not done, bro. I'm not a part of that audience. So I was like, however you want to spit it, whatever excuse that you want to make, you bought the game. You just want to keep talking about it because this is making you money, because you have infiltrated people's brains and you are making them believe the same rhetoric that you're spewing. So back is what appreciate it for the 15 month. AC Shadows is fire, hate is mad, still bought the game. Yeah, they can't get a refund for 2 hours. Common sense in that comment. Yep. I would argue common sense has never really been that common. All right, cool. So I want y'all to see this real quick, before we get on with it. Simple logic, don't like it, don't buy it. Yep. And that's really how it should be. It's how it should be with anything. But I currently have 15 hours. I have played 15 hours so far. So I don't know how much time that my tweets have contributed to, but I don't think it's 15 hours. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, so I have 15 hours of the game so far. So I just wanted y'all to see that, just to prove that I'm not a fraud. That I'm actually playing the game, bro. I'm actually playing the game. Like, Jesus Christ. All right. Damn, oh my Lord, what is going on? I hope I ain't getting sick. Hold on. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's get into news. So this one is interesting, and I haven't seen anyone actually hate on this person because this person is legendary. So legendary Japanese developer says normal people, are y'all all normal in the chat? I would assume y'all are all normal gamers or normal people. They don't care about the Assassin's Creed Shadows controversy. And it's actually funny because, again, all last year when we were covering this, remember when I showed y'all that video of Cabrutus, the leader, the creator of that group, what was it called? That Sweet Baby Inc. Steam group, right? He went to Japan and he asked random people, how do you feel about this Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer? How do you feel about Yasuke? Do you feel like he is disrespecting your culture? And the people who we spoke to, it was not one person who said that they were offended about Yasuke and they were offended about the trailer. And I'm like, dude, you went to Japan and you just proved that your point about being upset at this video game doesn't hold true, because the people who you talked to were quote unquote normal people, right? They were normal people. We watched the whole thing. What a big rat. So we watched the whole thing and I'm like, bro, you did the work yourself, and you just proved that people don't care. In the overall spectrum of things, people don't care. The problem is y'all are so loud, the minorities are so loud, and they have amassed such a big audience that this has become a thing, that even the developers, even the company, Ubisoft, is tired of y'all. They're tired of y'all. And now you have developers of other iconic video games who are like, bro, normal people don't care about this. So let's read this article. Bayonetta creator. So again, are we gonna disrespect the Bayonetta creator for saying this? Bayonetta creator, Hideki Kamiya, has defended Assassin's Creed Shadows, believing the game has received a lot of hate from a few super intense people. Now, who are those super intense people? Again, we all know the names. Grums, that Smash JT guy, the manga lawyer guy. It's a couple more in there. We know who those people are who are talking about it. Even freaking Elon Musk, we're gonna talk about in a moment. We know who those people are. I'm like, it's not difficult because we've seen y'all tweets for an entire year now. We've seen y'all tweets for an entire year, so we know who y'all niggas are. Yeah, Indymon, however you say his name. Yeah, that's another one. So we know who those people are who cannot stop talking about the game. Even you could throw Asmon Gold in there for a little bit. He isn't as intense, but Asmon been, he been on that wave a little bit. So we know who the people are. Anyways, yeah, Vira Dart. So again, y'all know the people in the chat. No, y'all know who the people are. So it's not difficult to point the people out. We know who they are. So the Assassin's Creed Shadows launch has been far from smooth. Since release, has been criticized for its inclusion of Yasuke, romance options, and ability to vandalize shrines. The latter of which has been addressed by the Japanese government, which we already talked about. Ubisoft silently released a day one patch, blah 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 blah. In the latest title, however, Japanese game developer who has worked on Bayonetta, Okami, Resident Evil 2, and Devil May Cry believes the hate has gone too far. It's way past far. And so he said on X, so the rough translation here, he revealed that he felt bad for Ubisoft following the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows. He said, and I quote, I felt bad that it was being criticized so much, but I'm glad that it seems to be doing well in both sales and reviews. As reported on March 23rd, Assassin's Creed Shadows is officially the biggest Steam release in franchise history. So again, we're talking about numbers. The anti-woke people are so obsessed with numbers, and they are still in denial. And that's really been the name of the game now. They've been campaigning for an entire year to get this game banned, to get this game to get people to not buy the game and it tank, so that they can be like, ha ha ha, Ubisoft, you put all this DI and gay stuff in the video game, and guess what, people don't like it. But joke's on you, people are buying the game, people are playing the game. So it's the biggest Steam release in franchise history. Now, I'm gonna take this with a grain of salt. I'm gonna only defend this point because in Ubisoft's and Steam defense, and on this particular stat, Ubisoft took a while before they put games on Steam. So I wanna preface that it took a while for Ubisoft to put their games on Steam. So they were, for a while, at least on PC, they were kind of forcing people to play on Uplay. So I do want to at least bring up that point, okay? So it's not every single AC title. It's only a very small number. But anyways, it reached an all-time player count of 64,825 players. So according to the anti-woke people, this is a fail because it has less players than Veilguard had at this all-time peak. Because again, they're so obsessed with numbers. But it's a single-player game, so I don't know what they're truly expecting here. And it says that there wasn't enough. Shadows has over 2 million players across all platforms, which are also denying. Again, they're only focusing on Steam, which is so stupid. I actually feel like this argument is very disingenuous to be pulling up Steam numbers only. What up, Tony? Because you can't technically pull up Xbox numbers, you can't technically pull up Sony PlayStation numbers, and you can't pull up Uplay numbers. You have to include all of those in an ecosystem, but you cannot, because the other platforms don't openly show their stats of how many people are playing online, right? So just showing Steam numbers makes literally no sense for me. But since these are the only numbers we can technically see, then this is all they can go off of. But apparently, again, 64,000 people is a fail, and the 2 million players across all platforms is also a fail. So now they're waiting on the actual numbers of how many copies the AC Shadows sold, and once those numbers come out, if they aren't out already, then they're going to deny that as well. It's just deny at this point. It's deny. Big Greg said they kept moving the goalposts, saying it's a failure because other games didn't launch on Steam, so numbers. Okay, yeah, exactly. But this game, they said it beat AC Origins and Odyssey, right? It surpassed AC Origins and Odyssey. Again, we're arguing against numbers, and they're just saying everything is fake. Fake news, fake news. Where have you heard that before? Where have you heard that before? I wonder. I wonder, where have you heard fake news before? Like I said, it's a lot of the same rhetoric going on here. A lot of the same rhetoric with politics and a certain side of politics. So Kamiya continues. He believes a lot of the hate stems from the vocal minority who are just making a big fuss. Yes, you are totally correct. He continues. This isn't limited to this case, but wow, there are a few super intense people who make a big fuss saying, I won't tolerate that. The other majority of normal people who take an it's fine stance are basically silent. And this is very important here. And this is why I don't want to remain silent, because I consider myself a normal person. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all in the chat also consider yourselves normal people who also feel like they're making a big fuss out of nothing. Either play the game or don't. But I feel like the arguments that the other side has been making since the trailer dropped is utterly ridiculous. So I'm taking it upon myself to speak up, anytime I see some bullshit. A lot of times I kept quiet, but as you know, we made a lot of videos, talking about certain people, talking about a lot of things surrounding this game up until release. The game is out now. It's been out for almost a week, and they're still talking about it. It's insane. And so he continues. I wonder if there's no way to make these normal people equally visible and everything. Kamiya, I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so, to answer your question. Uh, it would be nice for the normal people, aka the people who just want to play a good game, to be as equally visible, because I think we're at a point where unfortunately that side, that whole anti-woke side, they have mobilized. And I will say this, and this has happened also when people talked about the Democrats and Republicans. The Republicans, man, all during Trump's reign, they were super vocal. I will give them this. They were super mobilized, during that whole period. And I feel like the Democrats were just all kind of just scattered, of course, with the whole Biden stepping down, and then people not initially liking Kamala, and then everybody initially, then further down the line they endorsed her. So it was a lot, man. It was a lot going on, this election cycle. So the Democrats were very displaced, where some people was like, well, I didn't want Kamala in there, and then there were other people was like, oh, well, she's a woman, she's a, and then there were like other conversations talking about her ethnicity, her race. Why is she embracing her Indian side? She ain't black. So I remember when she went out and got the records, and they were like, who are you listening to? And she was like, I listen to Tupac. Like, it was a lot surrounding her. So like Democrats didn't really know what to think, and the Republicans fed on that, and ultimately because of that, I think that's a big reason why Trump ended up winning, and is now in the office for the second term. But that that's neither here nor there. We said monetization of rage bait. Yeah, and the American crowd is heavily invested into alternative media. You've been one of the massive term. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. We ain't gonna lie that one, but yeah, that's fine. We ain't going that far. But anyways, I felt that one interesting though. I felt that interesting that even a Japanese guy who was a legend, a Bayonetta creator who also worked on Resident Evil, Okami, and Devil May Cry, is seeing this, right? He's seeing this, that there are certain people that have taken this too far with this video game, and wants the normal people, aka just the gamers, like the real gamers, he wants them to be as as equally loud. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. But I mean, if you want to take the bright side to that, the normal people not being equally visible, they're playing the game, so they're not paying attention to what's going on social media. So, I mean, there is a bright side to that. They're playing the game. So, at the end of the day, That's all that matters, right? Like, this is all entertainment. So if they're playing the game, if they bought the game, if they're satisfied with the game, if they don't care about what's being spewed on the internet, then that's a win for them. So I get what he's saying. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to be as equally as loud. But I'm taking it upon myself to speak up about it. I'm taking. He said whiteness is. He said JDB affected by the vocal virus, right? He has the biggest block list on Twitter. So to continue on with that, I responded to this tweet here, right? Well, we just talked about that article. And I said, even he understands that there's some extremists who are and have been the loudest for a year now about this game. They're still talking about it, and the game is out already. And then I found my victim. He decided to step up and be dumb and wrong. This person quoted, and I find it funny because before I even read this tweet, this person has in their bio that they are a 30-year-old male pansexual, independent journalist. And he says minors will be blocked. Gamer and gamer enthusiast. Speaks my mind and won't apologize for it ever. So you won't apologize for being a dummy. You won't apologize for being a dummy. So you're a pansexual. So for anyone that doesn't know what a pansexual is, it's a part of the LGBTQ community. It's literally the P in there, right? A pansexual, if I'm not mistaken, because I'll look it up just to verify, but I'm pretty sure I remember what the definition. A pansexual is someone who does not want to be intimate with anyone unless they have an extreme emotional attachment to them. Right? So they can't just have sex with anybody. They have to have a real emotional attachment to the person before they want to be intimate. So in any case, they are part of the LGBTQ community, but this is what I'm talking about, right? Because we've seen this a lot when it came to people voting for Trump. We're in a very interesting time where people are actively voting against their own self-interest, right? I've seen people in the LGBTQ community say, hey, I'm voting for Trump because this, and this. But he doesn't like y'all. Like, he wants to do things that will take away your rights. Literally, in the first week when he got into office, he said demisexual? Let me see. I thought it was pan. Let me see. If I'm wrong, then let me see, because I may be wrong. But I thought that was what pansexual meant. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, my bad. So, okay. So, but it did. Okay, the emotional part is correct. But they like anyone. Sorry, I want to apologize for that. They do need an emotional attraction to someone, but they have an emotional or sexual attraction to people of all genders. So they don't care what gender that you are. If they like you, they like you. So I apologize for that. That was slightly incorrect. So yeah, so it doesn't matter who they are. So again, I apologize for that. So they can like boys or girls, trans people, non-binary, whatever. If they like you, they like you. So I apologize for that. But anyways, so going back to what I've said. Yeah, people are actively voting against their own self-interest. We've seen this with people in the LGBTQ community. We've seen this with a lot of Hispanic folks, Latin people voting against their own self-interest. So again, FAFO, fuck around and find out. So anyways, I found it very funny because I checked the person's profile. I said you put you're a pansexual in your bio. And then, but he said this, right? He said they literally rewrote Japanese history. What up, Omar? He said we'll be 10,000 games or 100,000 games this year. He said they literally rewrote Japanese history, and when they voiced their displeasure, they retaliated by making a gay scene, which in Edo, Japan was not a thing. Ubisoft hates history. And now I'm like, what? I said what? Okay. All right. And so I said, I said here, okay. I said, one, it's a fictional game. I don't know how many times I have to say this. We said this literally in the beginning. Ubisoft has always made Assassin's Creed games fiction. It's historical fiction, as they say. It's not based in 100% historical nonfiction. It never said it's a non-fictional game. It's never 100% historically accurate. People have constantly brought up the Pope. They're like, the Pope The Pope was in one of the games. Like none of this stuff is a part of history, right? Like there are some figures in history, but this game is not historically accurate. How many times I have to say this? Why do we have to keep saying this? So I said it's a fictional game. Why can't people understand and accept this? Like this game is out already. Why can you not accept that this is not a non-fictional game? I don't. Yeah, it's literally in the disclaimer. It's literally in the disclaimer. They have to tell you again, but again, people don't read, and that's the problem. They don't read. They don't freaking read, bro. And so too, to comment on his gay point, I said gay people are not a new archetype. Why are people acting like gay people were invented like in the last couple of centuries? Gay, like same-sex relationships and acts have been around since almost the beginning of time, bro. So I said gay people are not a new archetype that was created this century. People like you, like this person, have a huge phobia, and you need to get that checked. Like seriously, you need to get that checked. People act like gay people were created. I'm like, seriously, you really act like gay people were created, like in a lab, like I'm gonna make this person gay. Oh, you gay? Like seriously, they really think that people were created gay. Said today you learned Assassin's Creed based on true story. I know, right? What up, Jesus? Why? Oh, you gay? Bro, like you can't make this shit up, bro. People literally think like this, bro. Like Rome was wild. There are a lot of samurai mess with each other. Exactly. And I'm like, dog, you really think that there were no gay people in the Edo period in Japan? I didn't even have to look it up to know, but just to do them a favor, I looked it up. Right? And so let me go back to my profile. I looked it up because I'm not playing with these dudes, bro. I'm not playing with these dudes. So I followed up. I said, please seek help. Why am I'm not boosting this post. So I looked it up again. Google is free, dog. Google is there. And so I typed, I said, were there gay people? I literally typed, I said, were there gay people in the Edo period in Japan? So this is what we got, bro. Again, a quick Google search will clear that up for you. And so it says, yes, same-sex relationships, including those with homosexual undertones, existed in the Edo period in Japan, particularly amongst samurai and other upper-class men, and were known as shudo or wakashudo. And so here's a more detailed explanation. Acceptance and social context. While male-female relationships were important for procreation and social status, male-male relationships, especially amongst samurai, were seen as a part of male socialization and were not necessarily considered taboo. Shudo and wakashudo, these terms meaning the way of the young men, refer to the relationship between a samurai and his pupil or younger male companion, which often involves sexual activity. In layman's terms, these samurai had their little, mentor, their little mentees around, their little pupils, and they were like, "Hey man, suck my wee wee, and I'll make you a samurai. Yeah, I'll train you to be a samurai." Like, and this was not taboo. It wasn't taboo. They were just actively doing it, bro. I'm sorry. Okay? So this is not new. It's not a new concept. And niggas was getting freaky back then with each other. Male, female relationships. I'm telling you, y'all niggas have severe homophobia. Y'all have severe homophobia, bro. It just wasn't called that. It was more, again, it wasn't taboo. It just wasn't called being a homosexual. That's all. There weren't any labels on this. So if you want to get technical, yeah, it wasn't being gay, but it wasn't a label on this. Okay? So, fucking history lesson. This is why I said niggas don't read and they're about to burn the books, bro. I do not understand why you niggas can't just be like, you question everything else. It's like question everything, fake news. But y'all niggas don't take the time to do a simple Google search or read a fucking book. I don't understand. Make it make sense. It's because you are stuck in your echo chambers and you believe what you want to believe. You believe what you want to believe. If I If I find something being a little bit sus, I would just look it up. It's not that hard, bro. We have so much advanced technology these days that you don't even have to go and look at your local encyclopedia or go to the library to find what you need. I understand that there's a lot of fake news on the internet, but don't just try to find all your news from the actual social media and just Google it, bro. I promise you there are a million different articles that will give you the proper answer if you just look. It's not that hard, okay? It's not that hard. Holy crap. So anyways, I said this, right? I said this. This person replied to this one, right? He said, first of all, y'all wrong as hell. He started getting roasted at this point, right? He said, y'all are wrong as hell. Touch grass, people. He telling us to touch grass. The nigga who thought that there are no gay people and you know, Japan is a pansexual. Okay. He said, second, phobia. Seriously, that's a pathetic insult you resort to because you have no real argument for a game that's not made in fiction. And he's, again, you're just for a game that's not made in fiction. Are you kidding me? Given the main character and the setting with historical representation, morons. So he's calling everybody a moron, bro. So he's denying it. And he's calling everybody wrong. And he's calling everybody who said something to him a moron and told us to touch grass. Okay. So again, people are just commenting, bro. They're just commenting and just telling him about himself. He just doesn't get it. Okay. And so I replied to him again. I said, oh, so you double down on the stupid. Everyone else in this thread must be stupid too, huh? I said, now read slowly. I Googled something else for him. I said, read slowly and apologize. Even though he said I'll apologize for nothing in his Twitter, in his X bio. So I can keep going if you want to further embarrass yourself, dog. I said, I can keep going, bro. So I looked up another Google search. You know, again, it's quick. I said, has Ubisoft ever said that their Assassin's Creed Shadow was a non-fiction game? And here's what we pulled up. No. Ubisoft has not stated that Assassin's Creed Shadows is a non-fiction game. It has always been presented as historical fiction. Do we know what the word fiction means, people? Apparently, we do not understand what fiction means because they just see historical in the front of it. And so they're like, oh, it's based in history. It's 100%. It's 100% historical. It's 100% historical. Because you see historical fiction in here, you just focus on the historical part and you don't read or understand the fiction part, okay? So continue with the game's narrative and events inspired by, but not strictly adhering to historical events, okay? Inspired. Do we know what inspiration means? Do we know what based on a true story means? When it comes to like movies that we watch based on a true story, does that mean that the entire movie is historically accurate? No, there are dramatizations to entertain you. Inspiration. Fiction, illustration, based on a true story. Okay, a more detailed explanation. Ubisoft's consistent position in the Assassin's Creed series, including Shadows, is known for its historical setting and characters, but it's always been presented as a work of historical fiction. Disclaimers at the beginning of every Assassin's Creed game. There's a disclaimer that the game is inspired by historical events and characters, but it's still fiction. Oh my God, please save me, bro. Please save me from these dumb niggas, bro. Oh my God, bro. Please save me for these dumb niggas. Okay. And then he continued. This was the last thing that he said. He said, boy, shut the fuck up with your lame ass Google search. So this is a new one. I don't think I've ever heard it before. Have y'all ever heard someone say that you did a lame ass Google search? This is how I can tell that niggas are stupid. A lame ass Google search. If it's fiction, then why is the game as close to the real thing as possible? Oh my God. Apparently he's a time traveler because he knows everything that went on in the Edo period, because he gets his history from video games. I don't know if he played Neo. Did he play Samurai Warriors back then? This nigga just knows everything, or he's a fucking time traveler. He's a time traveler pansexual. I think he was a time traveling pansexual, and he was getting freaky with everybody. Freaky ass boy, freaky ass furry. I don't know what the hell was going on, but apparently he just knows everything that we don't. He's a fucking genius. He said, "Oh man, this is close to the real thing as possible." How the fuck would you know? And so he said, "Oh wait, here's an idea, because authenticity is what they aimed for until they went woke." Again, using the word woke, and decided Yasuke was a samurai who could destroy sacred sites. Oh my god, just spewing the same copy and paste. Like, these niggas are copy pasta all of their favorite content creators. They're copy pasta all of their favorite content creators, because they're saying the same stuff. They can't even think for themselves. We talk about thinking for yourself. These niggas do not think for themselves. You keep saying woke. You keep talking about Yasuke. You keep talking about this game being historically accurate when the developers have told you a million times that it's not. How many times do they have to tell you that it's a fictional game? How many times do they have to apologize for the people that were offended in Japan about this damn video game? Y'all didn't have the same energy for Valhalla. Y'all didn't have the same energy for Odyssey. Y'all didn't have the same energy for Origins. Y'all didn't even know nothing about Origins. I don't know. Y'all didn't have the same energy for any of the first Assassin's Creed games. None of it. But all of a sudden, y'all had an issue with Shadows, and y'all are trying to take up for a culture that's not yours. Trying to take up for a culture that's not yours and be offended because there's a black person in the video game who's the protagonist. It's insane, bro. It's insane. So and then the last thing I said, there's no hope for you niggas, bro. There's no hope for you niggas. Lame ass Google search is a new one. You can continue to be convinced somewhere else because you are clearly in denial of the facts. And apparently, you told the devs what kinds of games they made. So, like I said, the only thing that I can say about this person is apparently they're a time traveler, dog. Because I have no clue. I have no clue why this person believes with this whole chest that Ubisoft made this game based on 100% historical nonfiction. And that they just put gay shit in the game because there were no gay people in Japan during the Edo period. Like, bro, that's why I say it, bro. When George Bush, man, like, all these children got left behind, bro. All these children got left behind. All of them. And so I continue, bro. I say I really don't get the point of being intentionally dumb. Why are people being intentionally dumb nowadays? I have no clue about people being intentionally dumb. I said, especially if you aren't profiting off. I was like, bro, the only way that I would be intentionally dumb is if I was making money from it. But again, those people are secretly smart. The intentionally dumb people that we are propped up and got them loads of money, they're low-key smart. But they're just being dumb on purpose because y'all keep falling for it. I'm like, the only way that I would do this is if I'm making money, bro. I said, at least get some money from people laughing at you, bro. At least get some money for people laughing at you. And I followed up. I said, like, do people understand definition like dramatization, fiction, illustration? I said, we're doomed that people are getting their history from video games. We're doomed that people are getting their history from video games. So the books are already being taken out of schools and out of libraries too. So buckle up, because there are going to be a lot more dumb people who are growing up. Going to be a lot more dumb people who are growing up, and it's a shame. It's a shame. And then the final thing, finally gonna talk about this is funny, bro. The Assassin's Creed Twitter. I don't know if y'all noticed, bro. They have been let off the leash. I don't know who was running this account, but they were pretty quiet up until the release of AC Shadows. Now that AC Shadows is out, bro, they with the shits, dog. They with the shits. So this happened today. Grumps, the number one incel, he said you could tell a lot about Ubisoft with how much money they are throwing at terrorist platform streaming. So they're talking about Hassan. So this is what he put here. Hassan said he's playing Assassin's Creed Shadows once more, getting here now for gaming, and it's an ad. So Ubisoft is, throwing some bucks to play the game. And then here comes Elon Musk. Here comes Elon Musk. He says Hassan is a fraud. Imagine being one of the richest men in the world and you are beefing or you're very critical about streamers. Imagine. Don't you have something else to do? Oh yeah, it's Doge, right? Yeah, you're taking away people's jobs. You're taking away people's jobs. amongst trying to deal with your tanking stocks in Tesla. Find something else to do, bro. How about you save your tanky business rather than tweeting about streamers who you don't like? And so he followed up. He said sellout would be more accurate. So instead of fraud, he changed his stance. He said sellout is more accurate. He said objectively, he is promoting a terrible game just for the money. So Elon believes that Hassan is a terrorist, he's a sellout, he's a fraud, and he is promoting Assassin's Creed Shadows just for the money. All right. And then here comes Assassin's Creed Twitter. Assassin's Creed clapped back. They said, is that what the guy playing your Path of Exile 2 account told you? Huh? Yeah. Assassin's Creed, bro. Assassin's Creed with the shit. They tired of them, bro. They tired of these niggas, bro. I'm telling you, it's hilarious, bro. They cooking, bro. They cooking. Oh, you said you got me though? Let me play it. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you at, man? Where's
You got me now. You got me now. You got me now. You figured me out. You fucking income fucking poop. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch.
Bruh, Assassin's Creed. I love it, bruh. Whoever this admin is, needs a raise. Whoever this is, please keep them. Just have them keep clapping back at these anti-woke folks. I know y'all are tired of them, bro. I know y'all tired of them, and y'all got the okay to just clap back. So it was absolutely hilarious. But no, they're not done. Oh wait, there's more. So you said not Elon get cooked by the AT Twitter account, and there ethos Elon watched himself get ratioed. He like, oh shit. And then here go Grumps again. He decides to be cheeky and respond to this, right? He said, he posted this article here, a screenshot of this article. Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't the hit Ubisoft desperately needs, an analyst said. Who is this analyst? Anyway, so Assassin's Creed, once again, they clapped back and they said, our game is out. Now for context, for the people who may not understand this, Grumps had been getting a lot of crap because his video game did not come out. This Ember game, it never came out. We don't know what's happening with it. It had a Kickstarter. Apparently he grifted a whole bunch of people. He rug pulled, and I don't think we're ever going to see this game ever in life. So that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. They just said our game is out, and that's all that they needed to say, bro. Cooked both these niggas within a span of 8 hours. Cooked both of them. I love it, bro. I love it. I hope that Assassin's Creed continues to do this. Whoever runs this Twitter, talk your shit. Talk your shit, bro. Like, man. Oh man. Imagine cooking and ratioing the owner of X. He ratioed the owner of X. He got 2 million views on this one, 1.3 on this one. They got 7.2. Cooked them, ratioed, smoke. The smoke. And then Grumps, 906 and then 1.4, bro. Just cooked them. Cook both of them. They're not gonna lie, you hate to just go around the game, but you enjoying it. I know, I'm enjoying it too, man. I'm enjoying it too. Yeah, it does actually make me feel a little better that more people are upset about this game. I just want to show y'all something real quick. Cause Grumps is again, he's still tweeting. Again, I don't think he goes a day without tweeting about Assassin's Creed at least like 10 times. At least 10 times. So again, Assassin's Creed tweet, I don't know what he talking about Disney. It's just everything is just like the right wing propaganda. His entire Twitter is right wing. Inside is great. His songs are fraud. Agreed. And Elon is not holding back on Assassin's Creed, Shadows, and Hassan. And then, hold on. He said, Hassan did clap, but he said, this bitch literally paid someone to power level his character in PoE 2. LMAO, which mean I'm a fraud. Elon, I challenge you to do an Elden Ring. I will cook your fat rolling ass. And that's actually pretty funny, bro. That's actually pretty. I challenge you to a duel with Elder Ring. I'll cook your fat rolling ass. It said nobody pays Elon to play PoE 2. He's a dummy, bro. He's a dummy. Of course not. It's the other way around, you dumb piece of shit. Elon paid people to play PoE 2. Are you dumb or stupid? He told people that he paid people because he said that he can't keep up. So he's a fucking idiot. He said nobody pays Elon to play PoE 2. No shit. Are you trying to make a point though? You trying to make a point and saying, oh, because the sign got paid? Like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, how much did they pay for Assassin's Creed Shadow? They are the real shills and grifters. All right, bro. These are the real shills and grifters. All right. Anywho, so Hassan blocked them. Shout out to Siggy, your Hassan blocked Elon after challenging him to fight me in Elder Ring. He calls Hassan a chicken shit retard. Oh my god, he said Elon been throwing out their R word too, man. A lot. So let's see, another AC. He again just going off of this. He already put that when he replied. So that Assassin's Creed tweet. Here go another one. Ubisoft Shield doing a cult meme, restoring your 4 acts. Again, just posting a whole bunch of numbers and stuff, just trying to prove the point. So there's another one. Yasuke Simulator. Y'all heard this game, Yasuke Simulator? What? Like what? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Yasuke Simulator. Anywho, this is what we're dealing with. Another one here, retweeting somebody else. This one, Assassin's Creed official account is now trying to ratio Elon. They're not trying to, they did it already. They did it already. So this was a very early screenshot, but this is nowhere near where it was. So anyway, they ratioed both of y'all, as a matter of fact. He said it gotta be a virus. Asmongold's community played that racist game to try to say F you to Ubisoft. Insane, bro. Insane. Let's see, another one. Gotta admit, Assassin's Creed social media poster is funny and knows how to give views. They're not trying to give views. They're trying to tell y'all to shut the F up. They're trying to shut the. He said, keep that one when you downside. So again, they are preying on Ubisoft failing and having to be shut down or sold. So that's that. That's another one song about Ubisoft, just Ubisoft. Another one about Ubisoft, just it's comparing to Ubisoft. So like, again, bro, this dude is obsessed. Bro. And he's not the only one. And you know why they continue to do it? Again, it's not hard. That's why they call them grifters, because they continue to get engagement, which means money. It's not that hard. I didn't even know who Grums was until he started talking about Assassin's Creed. Never seen this account in my life. Look how many followers he has now. I don't think he even had half of this last year. People are following him and are actively looking at this bullshit, bro. He says, "Sweet baby." Yeah, actually, it was Sweet Baby. Yeah, you're right. It was even before Assassin's Creed. It was Sweet Baby. Even Ubisoft does fail, which I hope they don't. Assassin's Creed not going anywhere. It's one of the largest gaming franchises ever. So, like I said, man, it's been insane. But shout out to the Assassin's Creed Twitter, bro. Y'all did amazing. I love the cooks, bro. Cooking them frauds, bro.